Welcome to the Royal Rumble match. 40 participants. You know the deal. Over the top rope, the 2 feet touch the floor. The only way to be eliminated. The two men that draw the first number will enter the ring. And then every couple of seconds, more men will come back into the ring. There can only be 6 at a time because of game limitations. But the last man standing, after all 40 men are eliminated, will be declared the winner and go on to WWE 2K14. Hopefully in higher resolution and better texture quality for some of these guys. But yeah, let's see who drew number 1. Sounds like one of the flock. Oh wait, no, that's actually Sting. Sting making his way to the ring, representing WCW, representing the Wolfpack, representing TNA. He's been such a big star in so many brands. Makes his way down to the ring at number 1. Unfortunately, he will not make an early entrance into WWE 2K14 for the most part. Most men will not be able to start at number 1 and go all the way to the end, especially in a 40-man Royal Rumble. And the man who drew number 2, a man who we saw earlier, Saturn. Saturn was part of the dark match, the 6-man tag elimination match between the Flock and D-Generation X. He was the only member of the Flock to be eliminated. He is likely still tired from the match. Adding to the fact that he is starting out the match, Saturn has got to be looking at his chances to be slim, to be part of WWE 2K14 right away. Some of these men will have to wait till the first NXT competition to make their way into WWE 2K14. One of the primary members of the Flock, and then one of the primary biggest stars of WCW. We have 2 WCW stars facing off at the beginning of this Royal Rumble. Drawing 1 and 2 are Sting and Saturn. As we get a bit of offense from Saturn right away, Saturn actually had to fight a 6-man elimination match with the rest of the Flock earlier, right before this matchup. As we get a tie-up now, as Sting gets Saturn against the ropes quite early, trying to push him over before a 3rd man enters the ring, but a huge punch to the face by Saturn gets him out of that predicament. Now, a very interesting strategy would be trying to eliminate people as fast as possible, but already the 3rd man coming into the ring, representing TNA and the Ruthless Aggression era, Jeff Hardy, making his way to the ring. His brother is also part of this Royal Rumble. He was part of the 10-man Cruiserweight Royal Rumble to get the Cruiserweight title. As we had Grandmaster Sexay won that title at the end of the WWE 13 universe. As we get a tie-up between the 2 WCW stars, Saturn and Sting. Sting is also representing TNA here, as Jeff Hardy and Sting worked together many times on TNA. Saturn pushed against the ropes here by Sting very heavily. Saturn might be going over the top rope here, but Saturn able to punch his way out of it and get himself out of that predicament. Jeff Hardy taking his breath, taking his time, as we have another TNA star, AJ Styles, sent into the ring. He's having a bit of a hard going here. He's number 4. He's going to have a hard time getting all the way to number 40. But 3 TNA stars, perhaps they'll work together here. No, that is a definite no, as a huge Bulldog by AJ Styles to Sting. But as Jeff Hardy tries to push out Saturn. Saturn and Jeff Hardy had an interesting situation where they actually fought each other at Vengeance in a TLC match as we get a huge dropkick by Jeff Hardy, sending Saturn over the top rope. Jeff Hardy was able to use the Backlash equipment to do a Hurricane Rana onto Saturn. It's a very, very awesome spot, and considered one of the greatest spots by the Hardys. As we get a tag team maneuver onto AJ, and the crowd counting for another man coming into the ring, we have one of the members of the Legion of Doom. I believe that is Hawk. I'm quite bad at naming the two of them apart from each other. I did not grow up with them. So I'm actually gonna take a second. As you get a move by Sting here, getting pushed down by AJ Styles. That is in fact Hawk in the middle of the ring. He had a chance at the WWF Championship. Reverse Hurricane Rana by Jeff Hardy. And Sting was in the corner by AJ Styles. Yeah. As we get a headlock by Sting. As a huge suplex onto AJ Styles. And we got AJ Styles and Sting in the corner. And Hawk and Jeff Hardy in the other corner. Huge suplex by Hawk. Sending Jeff Hardy down to the mat. AJ Styles all the way on the top rope, but able to get an elbow into the face of Sting. Sting punching him back into the corner. As I believe that is Epico making his way into the ring. One of the two cousins making his way down. It would be very interesting if one of the Primo or Epico were able to make it into WWE 2K14. As you see AJ Styles pushed against the ropes by Sting once again. Will Epico take his time and take a breather? Or will he try and get into the mix-up? He is number 6. As we see Sting now sent against the ropes by AJ Styles. And Epico attacking Hawk now against the veteran tag team. We have 3 huge tag specialists in the left of your screen and 2 huge single stars on the right of your screen. As we see Sting now getting suplexed by AJ Styles and a huge clothesline by Jeff Hardy takes out Hawk. Hawk is the second man eliminated from this Royal Rumble. As we have the 7th man, Samoa Joe, another one of the TNA stars making his way down. The TNA roster just can't wait to get back into that ring. As we get Epico in the corner here, trying to push Jeff Hardy out of the way. Samoa Joe trying to tie up with Epico. And Samoa Joe now picks up Sting. Getting pushed away as a huge kick by AJ Styles, sending Sting down to the mat. And a huge flip onto Sting as he calls for a timeout, but AJ Styles isn't having any of it. He's going to whip Sting into Samoa Joe. And Jeff Hardy's all the way on the top rope, actually picked over, taken out by Epico. He is the 3rd man eliminated. As we have 4 men in the middle of this ring. As we get closer and closer to the end of the Royal Rumble. We only have had 7 men in the ring so far, many from TNA already. As you get Epico pushing Samoa Joe, trying to get him off that rope. The big man Samoa Joe has a lot of energy, probably still left in him. He hasn't been in the ring for that long. As we have AJ Styles countering out of the way, and a huge kick to the face of Sting. Sting getting picked up now by AJ Styles as we get our 8th man. I believe that's Chavo Guerrero. Huge enziguri to Sting. As Chavo, another TNA star, making his way to the ring in the early goings of this matchup. As he gets Sting whipped around this ring. He's going to get taken over the top rope by AJ Styles. AJ Styles going to go for a punch, but gets countered by Sting. As you get a suplex. Oh my god, I thought he was going to suplex out of the ring. But Chavo Guerrero kicks Epico into the middle of the ring, but now pushes him against the ropes, trying to take him out. As you see Samoa Joe now turning around AJ Styles. AJ Styles is going to get atomic drop applied by Sting. As we get a huge flip over the top. As we get Epico being pushed out. He is the 4th man eliminated as we get number 9, Abyss, another TNA star, coming into the middle of the ring. All these stars of TNA fighting each other. You'd think it would be a TNA Rumble, but it's not. There's a huge mix of wrestlers coming into the ring for this Royal Rumble. A lot of tag team specialists, a lot of single stars, a lot of classic wrestlers, and a lot of TNA wrestlers, but a lot of them are coming out of the beginning here. Out of the 9 we've had so far, I think at least 6 of them have been from TNA. All 5 of the men in the ring right now are TNA superstars as we get Chavo eliminated here. He's the 5th man eliminated as we make our way closer to the quarter mark to number 10, being 1/4 of the way through the Rumble as you see Sting on the ropes. He started out this match. He was number 1. As he gets topped over the top rope by Abyss, he's able to do a bit of a move, skinning the cat to get back in the ring. As AJ Styles gets busted open by Samoa Joe. These 2 men had a bunch of history together. As you see a huge lifting DDT by AJ Styles. AJ Styles' arm seems to be hurting as he kicks Samoa Joe into the corner. Kicks him once again. Kicks him several times. But Samoa Joe able to counter out of the corner. Sting looks like he's in trouble. Will he be able to? No, he's not able to get there to number 10 as we get a WCW star. Chris Benoit making his way to the ring at number 10. Huge punch to the face sends Abyss into the corner as Samoa Joe tries to take Abyss out. Chris Benoit with a huge reverse neckbreaker, reverse Bulldog-like maneuver is going to send AJ Styles into the corner, try and put him over. AJ Styles nursing that arm. Gotta wonder if he has the strength to actually get out of this predicament. As he gets put up on the top rope, he gets pushed over. AJ Styles eliminated. He will not be going on to WWE 2K14. Now Chris Benoit, Samoa Joe, Abyss, these 3 men are the sole survivors of the first 10 entrants into this Royal Rumble. This 40-man Royal Rumble. The winner of which will go on to WWE 2K14. As we have another member of the Four Horsemen, Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, making his way down to the ring. As you see a leg drag takedown by Abyss to counter that kick from Samoa Joe. Huge knee to the back of Abyss, sending him down to the mat by Chris Benoit. Huge flip over Bulldog by Curt Hennig. Mr. Perfect attacking Chris Benoit just for a bit too. It is every man for himself in this Royal Rumble. There are no tag partners. There are no real allegiances for brand or for stable. As we saw, so many TNA stars came into the ring and have left the ring already. At least 6 or 7 TNA stars have already been eliminated and have lost their chance to be in WWE 2K14 from the start. As you see a headlock by Chris Benoit and a huge punch to the face as well to Abyss. He gets attacked several times as you see another member of the Four Horsemen, Lex Luger, making his way down to the ring. These men are coming in droves. They are coming together. All 3 of the Four Horsemen. We're only going to be missing Dean Malenko here. As you see, Chris Benoit, a huge kick to the face, taking out Abyss. A huge knee to the gut. Sends Samoa Joe down. And now we've got three of the Four Horsemen against Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, a very technical wrestler, could easily be part of a Four Horsemen stable for TNA. But we see Curt Hennig taken against the corner here. As you see a fight between Luger and Hennig. These 2 have fought several times in the universe. They had conflicts between each other that left Luger leaving the Four Horsemen for the NWO Wolfpack. And then they rivaled each other in NWO Black and White and NWO Wolfpack. As he got a headlock by Lex Luger, he's going to get a huge elbow to the face. As we have 4 very technical wrestlers fighting each other in the lowest ring. As we get Luger, I thought he was going to go for a huge clothesline. But no, countered. As we get the other Four Horsemen. All 4 Horsemen coming to the ring. Dean Malenko now. Out of all the random entrants, these guys are coming in clusters. As you see, Mr. Benoit, dropkick. Samoa Joe over the top rope, but not able to actually eliminate him. Soon, if Samoa Joe gets knocked out, yes, all 4 Horsemen, they are the only men in the ring. As you see now, Benoit, number 10. Hennig, number 11. Luger, number 12. And Malenko, number 13. Unlucky number 13 for Malenko, perhaps, or unlucky number for all of them, as they're only a quarter way through this 40-man Royal Rumble. As you see now, all men get tossed around this ring. Couple of shots. And Malenko with a huge chop block. And we hear the crowd count for another man entering the ring. As you see Curt Hennig taken over the top rope by Chris Benoit. You see Matt Hardy, the other Hardy brother, making his way down at number 14. Luger now getting knocked against the ropes by Malenko. Malenko, a much shorter man than Luger. Luger, a Greek god, as he would call himself. And the other member of Team Extreme, Matt Hardy, slowly making his way down to the ring. Chris Benoit with a huge clothesline, setting him down to the ring, to the floor below. There's a huge chop to the chest of Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit with a back body drop onto Malenko. Malenko dodging out of the way of that elbow. Back elbow to Matt Hardy, catching Matt Hardy off guard. Headlock by Benoit onto Benoit as you see armbar. Benoit gonna get Matt Hardy sent around this ring. Huge suplex. Benoit sent down to the mat. Headlock by Matt Hardy. And we get a nice suplex onto Malenko. Another lightweight. These two fought a bit. As you see another lightweight make his way down to the ring. His teammate was number 2. We have Kidman making his way down to the ring. The Saturn. Saturn was eliminated quite early. He was the first man eliminated in this Royal Rumble, which is understandable as he was entered in at number 2, and he also had to compete with Kidman in the 6-man elimination match. Matt Hardy now eliminated by Dean Malenko, as we have Kidman sent out to the ring and kicked by Benoit. Huge shot block by Malenko. All three of these men huge WCW stars, as you see Benoit taken into the corner. Malenko looked like he was going to go for a big move, as he got a tag team maneuver by Benoit and Kidman onto Malenko. Definitely not the tag team that you would expect out of these three, as Malenko and Benoit had held the tag team titles several times together in WCW. As you see Kidman now gets the ropes here. Huge shot to the face by Kidman. Kidman attacked behind as we have another member of the flock, Raven, the third member, the leader of the flock, making his way down to the ring. Another WCW star, as well as a huge star in ECW. As you see Kidman, his fellow flock member, taken out right as he gets into the ring. Now Raven has to fight the two members of the Four Horsemen that remain. The Four Horsemen had to fight each other for quite some time. As he got an armbar, and another armbar headlock. As he takes a grab at the back of Benoit. Huge suplex to the suplex machine. Malenko to Benoit. Once again, all three of these stars were in WCW for quite some time. So you got a headlock by Malenko to Raven. Arm drag takedown. Huge kick as we hear the crowd calling for another man to enter the ring. This time it is Bradshaw of the Acolytes, part of the classic WWF Attitude Era. Has a huge elbow and a tie between Raven and Malenko. Malenko, the fresher man. As we have had quite a few members since Malenko came in. Malenko was number 13. Then we had Matt Hardy at 14. Kidman at 15. Raven at 16. And now Bradshaw at 17. As we have a huge shoulder taking in Malenko into that corner. And now Benoit taken into the opposite corner here. Bradshaw going to try and get the more tired Benoit out of here. Benoit entered at number 10. And he is now with Bradshaw, the man who entered at number 17. We are not even halfway through this 40-man Royal Rumble. And already so many great superstars have left the arena, have lost their chance at being an immediate member of WWE 2K14. And the other member of the Acolytes to help out Bradshaw. We have Faarooq coming down now. Huge elbow to the face as Faarooq now attacking Bradshaw. The two had quite a few scuffles between each other during my WWE 13 universe. The team actually broke up and tagged with the Brothers of Destruction, who also broke up. We had the team of Clothesline from Hell, Bradshaw and Kane, and Faarooq and Undertaker as the opposite team. As Kane and Bradshaw actually had tag team title opportunity, these two men did not fight well against each other. Faarooq was able to capture the European Championship on his own, however, as he got a huge side suplex onto Raven by Benoit. As we see Road Dogg, Jesse James, making his way down to the ring. He had to fight Raven earlier tonight in a 6-man elimination tag team matchup. as he is making his way now in number 19. The next man to enter this ring will be halfway through our Royal Rumble, as we see a couple of big shots from the striker, Road Dogg. And now we'll have some time until the next competitor enters the ring. Only 6 men can be in the ring, so the timer will not start until one of these 6 men make their way out of the arena. As you see, Road Dogg now pushing on Raven. Raven able to shoot the face. And now Faarooq, one of the fresher men in the ring, gets knocked out by, I believe, it was either Malenko or Benoit. It was Malenko. As you see now, Malenko in the corner biding his time, seeing his 4 Horseman member, Chris Benoit, getting attacked by Bradshaw. Raven and Road Dogg having a feud from early tonight boil over into this Royal Rumble. As you see, huge shot to the face by Raven, and Benoit also pushing it. Malenko pushing Road Dogg into that rope, as he got him in the corner once again. Will he be able to get Road Dogg over those ropes? The technician against the striker. The striker is able to get out of that predicament, got a headlock onto Malenko. Malenko getting an armbar, and now sending Road Dogg into the corner here, as he now pushes against Road Dogg, trying to get him up over that top rope. He's got him up onto the top rope here, trying to push him onto the ground. As you see, Benoit, as he does, Malenko is able to eliminate Road Dogg, as we now have 4 men back in the ring, and we're waiting for number 20, the man who is halfway through the Royal Rumble. Benoit has made his way a quarter of the way, as we have Badass Billy Gunn, the tag partner of Road Dogg, have to walk by his partner on his way down to the ring, unfortunately. As we have Benoit, the man who entered at number 10, able to last until the man from number 20, Billy Gunn, able to make his way into the ring. He is with Malenko, who I believe is the unlucky number 13. Bradshaw, who is number 17. Raven, who I believe was around 15. As he gets pushed against the ropes. And will he be able to get Raven over that top rope? The armbar, as Raven is eliminated. Once again, the 4 Horsemen are able to tire out against another man who entered later than them, as they both attack Billy Gunn here. The great tag team of Malenko and Benoit fighting together so well, as we get a suplex from Billy Gunn, and Bradshaw with a huge boot to the face, finally eliminating Benoit, as we get another man making his way to the ring. This is one of the Usos, either Jimmy or Jey. It'll have to take me a moment to realize which. As we see Bradshaw pushing Billy Gunn against the corner. I believe that is Jimmy. I believe Jimmy is the one with the tattoo on his chest. As you see Bradshaw whipping around the ring. Huge elbow to the face. Dropkick by Uso to Billy Gunn. As you see Uso able to grab the head of Bradshaw, and huge jawbreaker. Billy Gunn able to get his way off of that rope, as Malenko is now the man who has been in the ring for the longest at number 13 against Uso, who entered in at number 21. As you see, huge tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Billy Gunn onto Bradshaw. Now Bradshaw getting picked up. Will he be whipped around the ring? Will he whipped out of the ring? He's got over the top rope. Billy Gunn looking for a big move, but a huge elbow to the face. And Bradshaw gets himself back in the ring. And the other Uso, Jey Uso, making his way to the ring now. As we have Jimmy trying to push Malenko out of the ring. He's got him onto the top. As you see, Billy Gunn tied up with Bradshaw. Malenko put over the top rope, but he's able to pull himself back in. The Usos fighting each other, both wanting to be part of WWE 2K14. As we see Malenko and Uso tagging up against the other Uso, as Bradshaw gets put over the top rope, but able to grab the bottom rope and land onto the apron. As number 22, the other Uso, we had Bradshaw eliminated and D. Malenko eliminated. Now Billy Gunn is the freshest man at 20. We have number 20, 21, and 22, the only men left in the ring. The 2 Usos and Billy Gunn, as Billy Gunn stands to the side with a brotherly rivalry between the Usos. As we have Primo's tag partner Epico had been eliminated quite earlier. Epico entered around number 6 in this Royal Rumble, and he is number 23. As we get Jey Uso in the corner here, knocked out by Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn knocks out one half of the Usos. As we still have Jimmy, Primo, and Billy Gunn in the middle of the ring. 3 tag team specialists. And a huge bulldog by Billy Gunn to Primo here. Primo getting a tag team applied to him by Uso and Billy Gunn. Jimmy Uso still in the ring. Jey Uso making his way to the back. Huge shot by Primo as Primo is getting double teamed here. Nice bulldog by Uso as he got to pick up Primo and try and get him out of this ring. Trying to push him towards the corner as we get another man into the ring. Number 24, Rob Van Dam. One of the first primarily ECW men to make their way into the ring. We get Primo against the ropes here. Super kick! Oh my god, Uso with that huge super kick sending out Primo flying over the top rope. As you see now, Uso attacking the back of Billy Gunn with a huge headbutt to the back of the neck. And Uso getting suplexed, gut-wrench slam by Rob Van Dam. He's going to pick up Uso once again. Huge shot to the face. Armbar by Rob Van Dam. And we get a tag team maneuver here by Van Dam and Billy Gunn. Double gut buster onto the knees. Huge couple of knees to the face of Uso from Rob Van Dam as both these men try to tag on Uso. As you get Yoshi Tatsu, another recent member of the WWE roster, making his way down to the ring, trying to make his way into WWE 2K14, along with Rob Van Dam, Jimmy Uso, and Billy Gunn. Headlock by Uso as he goes for a suplex. He's going to lip him. Yes, he was able to slam that Billy Gunn down to the mat. Yoshi Tatsu going to whip Rob Van Dam around this ring. Rob Van Dam, the former ECW Tag Team Champion, as he gets put onto the ropes by Yoshi Tatsu. Going to get him all the way up onto the top rope. As you see Uso teetering on the ropes by Billy Kidman. He's able to put Rob Van Dam over the top. Rob Van Dam able to pull himself out. Jimmy Uso, unfortunately, not able to. As he got a couple of kicks to the face of Yoshi Tatsu by Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam with a headlock. As we get Booker T, another member of the WWE roster, not in WWE 2K14, but trying to wrestle for a shot in there. As we get an attack from behind and a side suplex, slamming the head of Rob Van Dam against that mat. Rob Van Dam with a couple of kicks and a grab from Yoshi Tatsu. Yoshi Tatsu with an armbar onto Billy Gunn, right to the eyes from Billy Gunn. Huge elbow to the face. As we get headlock. There's a huge suplex by Yoshi Tatsu and another huge suplex by Rob Van Dam. As we get another couple of men in this ring. Billy Gunn, the man who has been in the ring for the longest. He is number 20. As we had the Usos coming in at 21 and 22. Primo coming in at 23. Huge move to Yoshi Tatsu there. As we have Golddust also making his way down to the ring. Another recent WWE star trying to make a spot back into WWE 2K14. As we see Rob Van Dam getting countered by Booker T. After Primo, we had Rob Van Dam into the ring at number 24. Then Yoshi Tatsu 25, Booker T 26, and now Golddust number 27. Billy Gunn has been in this ring for quite some time, has seen many people go, as Rob Van Dam able to skin the cat once again. As Billy Gunn counters his way out of the corner, able to strike Yoshi Tatsu, and now a tag team maneuver between Golddust and Billy Gunn. Double DDT onto Yoshi Tatsu. You see Rob Van Dam tied up in the middle with Booker T. Rhyno, number 28, a huge ECW star. As you see a nice kick to the side of the head. As you see Rhyno making his way down to the ring. Booker T tackling Rob Van Dam into the corner. Billy Gunn also into the corner by Golddust. Golddust trying to get Billy Gunn over the top rope. Booker T trying to get Rob Van Dam over the top rope. Rhyno making his way into the middle of the ring. 6 men in the middle of the ring as you see Rob Van Dam over the top rope, but he's able to skin the cat and bring himself back in. Headlock by Rhyno to Yoshi Tatsu. Yoshi Tatsu sent in the corner as you see him get tackled into the corner here by Mr. Rhyno, the freshest man in this ring, coming in at number 27 as Yoshi Tatsu is dumped over the top rope. Billy Kidman, Billy Gunn, the man who has stayed in this ring the longest so far, but he also gets eliminated now. And now that honor goes to Rob Van Dam at number 24. Huge Hurricane Rana DDT by Rhyno of all people onto Booker T. As we're waiting for our 29th competitor to enter the ring here. Rhyno getting sidewalk slammed by Booker T. Booker T holding his arm there. Golddust attacking Rob Van Dam. 4 current day stars trying to make their way into WWE 2K14. Huge reverse Bulldog by Rhyno to Booker T as Booker T gets ripped into the corner by Rhyno, but Booker T able to kick out of that corner. Booker T now gonna get tied up with Rhyno here. And Rob Van Dam with a nice monkey flip onto Golddust. Golddust getting attacked by Rob Van Dam all around this ring. And Rhyno and Booker T in the corner here. We still have a little bit of time before number 29 makes their way to the ring. As you see Rob Van Dam and Golddust tied together. So you have X-Pac, the final member of D-Generation X in this Royal Rumble. Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James were eliminated earlier. And X-Pac is the last man that is part of our 6-man elimination match that we heard earlier between D-Generation X and the Flock. As we have now Golddust and Rob Van Dam tying up together. And Golddust sent in the corner. And Rob Van Dam tying up with Golddust. X-Pac tying up with Rob Van Dam. A lot of very recent stars in this point in the Royal Rumble. As we have X-Pac now pushing Rob Van Dam against the ropes and tilting Rob Van Dam over. As he had a huge kick by Rhyno taking out Booker T. Number 29 was X-Pac. And this is number 30, Ken Shamrock. As we have Rob Van Dam knocked out of the ring. I believe that makes Golddust the man who has been in this ring the longest. I believe Ken Shamrock is number 30. I may have lost 1 or 2 men at this point of the Royal Rumble. As you have Golddust now sent down onto the ring rope, but able to pull himself back in. Ken Shamrock getting attacked by Golddust right away. Golddust attacking Rhyno, sending him into the ropes. He's pushing him against the ropes here. Will he be able to push Rhyno over that top rope? Huge shot to the face by Rhyno. Golddust now with a drop kick, sending him against those ropes. Huge elbow to the face by Rhyno. And a huge shot. Rhyno now grabbing the head of Golddust. Gonna whip him into the corner here. And now Rhyno with a huge clothesline taking out Golddust. As we wait for number 30 to make their way into the ring. 31 rather. As a huge couple of shots by the striker and submission expert, Ken Shamrock. Double team maneuver here by Rhyno and Shamrock to take out X-Pac. Everyone hates X-Pac, but X-Pac able to kick Shamrock and Rhyno, and now Rhyno and Shamrock fight each other and leave Mr. Waltman alone as number 31, Rikishi, makes his way down to the ring. And Rhyno, paying a little respect to Rikishi, raising the hands up, gonna do a little dance. Definitely groove to that music. Okay then, Head Rikishi makes his way into the ring. As X-Pac now fighting off Rhyno, Shamrock, and Rikishi. Rikishi able to suplex Rhyno down onto the mat. Rhyno now gonna get picked up by Rikishi and tied up now between Rikishi and Rhyno. Right to the eyes by Rikishi to Rhyno. Rhyno able to kick out of the corner. Headlock. Headlock reversal. Shamrock now going to go for a couple of big punches to X-Pac's face. As we get a huge suplex by Rhyno to Rikishi. Rikishi now chopping Rhyno into the corner. Gonna try and get Rhyno over that top rope, as we now have part of the pink and black attack. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. As we have Rhyno now almost getting eliminated by Rikishi. Now Jim Neidhart would definitely want to join Bret Hart in WWE 2K14 as part of the Hart Foundation. British Bulldog would also undoubtedly like to be part of WWE 2K14. The headlock by Rhyno to Rikishi. Rikishi able to grab the back of Rhyno. Now countering once again. Huge boot to the face of Ken Shamrock. As we have Anvil suplex and X-Pac also suplexed. Anvil sent into the middle of the ring. As we have X-Pac sent over the top rope. And now X-Pac being pushed over to the side. As we have X-Pac pushed down. And now Shamrock. And now X-Pac getting pushed against that rope by Rhyno. The strength of Rhyno. As we have Jake the Snake Roberts coming in at, I believe, number 33. Snake Roberts has been the ECW champion for some time, trading back and forth with Devon Dudley. As we have an attack on Anvil Neidhart from Ken Shamrock as Rhyno tips and flips X-Pac out of the ring, and X-Pac is now eliminated. That camera was still there for a little bit longer than I expected. But we now have Neidhart and Rhyno tying up together. Jake Roberts and Rikishi tying up together, and Shamrock trying to bide some time for himself. Huge punch to the face by Rikishi as he gets a bit of breathing air now, able to walk over to the side and get a breather. We'll have number 34 entering the ring soon of this 40-man Royal Rumble. As you see now, a tie-up between Jake Roberts and Rhyno. Headbutt to the back of the head by Jake Roberts. Huge elbow. And a tie-up between Rikishi and Anvil Neidhart. Neidhart with a huge body press, slamming Jake Roberts down onto the mat. Headlock by Anvil onto Rikishi. Rikishi counters with a headlock of his own. As we get a nice leg maneuver onto Anvil Neidhart. Neidhart has so many chances at the WWF Championship, but did not make his way there. And now it's DDP. As DDP makes his way to the ring, Ken Shamrock gets a boot to the face and gets sent out of this arena. Rhyno now fighting against Jake Roberts. Rikishi and Neidhart fighting against each other. Neidhart with a nice suplex onto Rikishi, suplexing that huge 300-pound man. And we get DDP tied up with Anvil now. Is Anvil now going to try and suplex DDP? Perhaps no. Headlock. Huge elbow to the face by DDP. As we have Rikishi is actually nursing his leg there. As Rikishi keeps saving Rhyno in the corner there. As we have Jake Roberts now trying to push him over that top rope. Rhyno pushing out of the way. And Rikishi grabbing the back of Jake the Snake Roberts. There's a huge suplex. Gonna slam Jake Roberts down to the ring. And we should have about 5 more competitors on their way down to the ring throughout the course of this Royal Rumble. This is a huge clothesline taking out Jake Roberts. And these are the final 4 men left in this ring before we have another competitor. Anvil Neidhart with a huge atomic drop onto DDP. There's a few stars we have yet to see yet. We have not yet seen Kurt Angle in this matchup. We have not seen the British Bulldog, who's now making his way down to the ring. There's a couple other stars we have not seen. As we see a huge sidewalk slam by Jim Neidhart. To see Rikishi get pushed out of the ring. Yeah, he's got to go. We have not seen one half of the Road Warriors. Animal. As you see, British Bulldog pushed against those ropes. DDP pushed against the opposite ropes. Will one of these men be eliminated? DDP able to knock out, as well as British Bulldog. No one is eliminated yet. We only have a few more men left to make their way down to the ring. As a huge elbow to the face by DDP to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. As we get an attack on the back by Rhyno onto British Bulldog. British Bulldog able to counter, and these two counter continuously. As I see a TNA star, Mr. Anderson, the first TNA star for quite some time. So many of them got eliminated in the goings of this match. Mr. Anderson has a chance of winning a contract in WWE 2K14 if he's able to last all the way to the end of this Royal Rumble. As you see DDP in the corner with Neidhart. Neidhart putting up DDP onto the top rope. Huge dropkick by Mr. Anderson. As you see DDP getting tied up with Anvil now. Anvil getting a back body drop applied to him by DDP. As you see Bulldog, Anderson, and Rhyno all tying up together. Anderson actually going to attack Mr. Anvil Neidhart. As you see Neidhart in the corner countering onto Mr. Anderson. Actually going to clothesline Mr. Anderson. And another one of TNA's hopefuls has been eliminated. They might just have to rely on the machine, Kurt Angle, who makes his way to the ring right now. One of the final men to enter the ring. He has a good shot of making his way into WWE 2K14. The Olympian gold medalist, Kurt Angle. We also have DDP, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Rhyno, and British Bulldog, all left in this ring trying to make their way into 2K14. As you see Kurt Angle now trying to take out Rhyno, pushing Rhyno off those ropes. Yes, he's able to eliminate Rhyno. Huge spine buster by DDP to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Now he's going to pick up Neidhart. What's DDP going to do now? He's going to give him a bit of time to wobble around and then go for another spine buster onto Anvil as we see a drop to hold onto the British Bulldog. We're getting to the final members of this Royal Rumble as we get a nice lift and slam gutbuster by DDP. As we see Kurt Angle up on the top rope by the British Bulldog and a huge suplex. Sorry about that. Huge suplex by DDP as we have one of the final members making their way down to the ring. It is Road Warrior Animal. Road Warrior Hawk made a huge name for himself in the initial WWF Royal Rumble, in which he lasted for a very, very long time. As you see now DDP getting whipped into the opposite corner. And now Anvil going to try and get DDP out of this match, perhaps in this corner. But DDP able to dropkick out of the way. And we have Bulldog whipping him over the top rope. But then tying up with Animal. We got Animal, Anvil, British Bulldog, and DDP left in this match with a few more left in the back. As we see now, DDP with that huge suplex to Anvil. Headlock by DDP to Animal. As you see, DDP getting whipped into the opposite corner here. These men have lasted so long in this matchup. And we have one of the Dudleys. Neither Dudley has made their way into the ring yet. And here comes Bubba Dudley. Will the Dudleys make their dominance in the end of this Royal Rumble? As we will probably expect Devon Dudley to enter the ring shortly as well. You see Bubba Ray, the ECW United States Champion, making his way into the ring. Actually, I believe it's the ECW Television Championship. As we have an attack on the back of DDP. Huge suplex by DDP. Gonna slam him down onto the mat. Huge clothesline by Jim Neidhart. Gonna take out Animal. But a counter kick sends him down to the mat. But Anvil with a low blow to Animal as well. He's gonna go for a nice belly-to-belly suplex, landing Animal down to the mat as Bully goes in the corner. Part of Team 3D, the Dudley Boys. But Bubba Ray clothesline by DDP. Knocked out right before Devon was able to make his way down to the ring. The former ECW champion was able to fight against Jake Roberts several times for that ECW championship. As you see, Mr. British Bulldog eliminated by Animal. We have 4 men left in this ring. And I'm not sure if we have any more men left from the back to bring out for this Royal Rumble. Devon may be number 40, he may be 39. I think I've lost count. But I do know that we have these 4 men left in the ring, and one of them has a significant chance of being part of WWE 2K14. As you see now, armbar into a huge shoulder check, and DDP taking Devon to the corner. Diamond Dallas Page eliminated both Dudleys, taking Devon out to the floor as well with that huge clothesline. Will Diamond Dallas Page make himself the man to be part of WWE 2K14? As you get a huge move by Animal onto Mr. Anvil. We have Animal, Anvil, and DDP left in this matchup. As we get Anvil in the corner being double teamed by these men, we get pulled out into the middle of the ring. And these 3 men are vying for that final spot, for that first spot in WWE 2K14. As we have Animal now taking out Anvil. It's down to DDP and Animal. One of these men will go on to WWE 2K14. Which of these men will it be? As they tie up once again. We have Animal with a headlock onto DDP. Early aggression for him in the early going. DDP has taken out so many men recently. Will Animal be able to take out DDP? No. An elbow to the face. Saves himself. DDP able to get a headlock onto Animal. Animal with a nice reverse neckbreaker. As you see, DDP now getting a headlock applied to him by Animal. Animal taking him down. Animal gonna get a headlock onto DDP and apply to the back here. We have an armbar by Animal. Headlock by DDP. And DDP with a huge couple of knees to the gut of Animal. DDP holding his head, but able to grab that arm and tackle him into the corner. DDP getting him closer and closer to that corner as these 2 men fighting out, trying to make it into WWE 2K14. Animal has got DDP in that corner. He's got him up on the top rope. Will Animal make it? Will he be the one to win this 40-man Royal Rumble? Hawk made a name for himself in a Royal Rumble. And yes, Animal. Road Warrior Animal. Animal of the Legion of Doom is your winner. And you hear that music of Animal. You hear it going as he is the winner. He and undoubtedly his partner Hawk will be making their way to WWE 2K14. This has been Posiman. I thank you for your time.